Hey guys, it's Jason Dunn from Digital Home Thoughts here, and this is the Dell Vostro V13. So hopefully you've already watched my unboxing and first impressions video. What I decided to do was actually crack it open and see what made this particular machine tick. So what I did was I took out all the screws. You can see all the screw holes here. There's a bunch of screws on the back, and then there's a couple of screws on either side back here. And then once you take off all those screws, by placing a bit of pressure on the front part here, you can actually pop open this back panel, and then the whole thing just comes right off. So this is the guts of the Dell Vostro V13. Now, I am not a hardware hacker by any stretch of the imagination. I typically don't open up laptops, so I may get some of this wrong. Please forgive me if I screw up at all, but I want to point out a few of the things that are sort of present on the system here. So, as I mentioned, it has a built-in battery, so this entire thing right here is actually all the battery. So it's actually a 30 watt hour battery, and as you can tell, it's entirely integrated. So if you did need to replace the battery yourself, like if something was defective, you could actually take off a couple of screws here, take out this whole battery, and you could do it that way. But as you can tell, it's certainly not, as simple as replacing a battery on a typical laptop. And I think in order to get this unit to be as incredibly thin as it is, Dell obviously did some interesting stuff with the battery here. Over here, underneath this covering, I'm about 99% sure that this is the hard drive. Okay, so basically, if you want to replace the hard drive, I'm thinking about maybe taking out this hard drive and putting in a solid state drive. I'll see how that works. I'll see how easy it is to take this off and not completely destroy it. But this is where the hard drive is. Up here, we have the memory card reader. So this is kind of this unit here is the memory card reader and the express card slot. There's a I'll just flip this around here. There's a the wide area network LAN, the WLAN card is actually here, and what's kind of intriguing is that it looks more integrated to me than typical. I mean, sometimes other Dell laptops have mini cards that basically pop into a slot, and this looks to me like it's all kind of an integrated circuit, so I'm not too sure if you can swap that out. Now, in terms of other things, this is all basically, it's all sort of one piece here. I can't see any place to upgrade the RAM. In fact, I'm frankly not even sure where the RAM is. That probably means that it's somewhere underneath this, and so you would have to actually take off all these other screws here and actually take out this whole circuit board, and that's something that I'm not really up for doing. And the only other thing I guess worth noting over here is this is the fan for the system, and so I'm assuming that somewhere in this general vicinity is going to be the CPU. But again, this is a very tightly integrated design, and it's a little bit hard to guess at exactly what is under this circuit board. So yeah, I don't really have a whole lot more to say about this, so I'll just kind of wrap it up there. Again, people that are much smarter than me, people that take apart laptops on a regular basis, will I'm sure have some comments about things that I've missed. But again, this is a really beautiful thin and light design from Dell. Everyone I've showed this laptop to has really just been blown away because it is a fantastic design, very thin, very light, and again, it comes in at kind of the $700 range, or even a little bit less for a low-end configuration. And what that means is you end up getting a very attractive piece of hardware for not very much money. And so yeah, I've been pretty impressed with this unit. I've been using it a little bit here and there, and I'm quite impressed with it. So this has been Jason Dunn from Digital Home Thoughts. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, rate the video, and post a comment. Thanks.